11:36 on the clock now. 20 minutes more, and I'll be out of the studios. Why? Because it's the first semi-finals of the Champions Trophy, and it is India versus Australia. Now, if you are all set for the all-day match party, your fragrance should be as strong as your passion for cricket. The new Lux body wash guarantees 30 hours of unstoppable fragrance. It's a magical treat for your senses, and that's why we tell you things that really should matter, right? I mean, especially when it's really hot, you require to kind of, smell your best or be your best. And that's why we give you this information. But right now, talking to us a little bit more about important things that really matter is Dr. Manali M. Dande. Now, we are talking to her about Ramadan, how parents can support kids that, want to fast during this month. A very good morning to you, Doctor, and welcome to the show.
Good morning to you and good morning to all listeners.
Absolutely.
And I wish them Ramadan Kareem from my
Ramadan
side.
Kareem to you as well, Doctor. A lot of parents, even today when I was leaving my son to school, I seen a lot of first-time parents, who were introducing fasting to their children, and they were very little as 7 and 8. Now, is there a particular way that you need to introduce it to them? How do you, what are the changes in diet that one needs to make?
Okay, so coming to this point, what I feel is before the diet, we need to talk about something that they can probably start giving them practice a little earlier. I'm not saying it's a 12 hours or 14 hours fast in one go, but maybe they can make them fast like a week before Ramadan or something if they can practice them few days for 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, so that increasing, so the child also knows and their body gets prepared for that, and then they get into practice of fasting. That's number one. And then coming to the diet, definitely they should avoid they should and many children struggle between the sleep patterns and the eating the long fasting patterns, and that's how they tend to skip suhoor. So that should not happen. They should definitely take suhoor, and in that they should take these slow, like parents should give these slow digesting foods such as oats, proteins, healthy fats, for example, egg, oatmeal, dates, yogurt, smoothies, which will be like it can provide the energy for the children whole day. That's what I would suggest.
So, high food and high sugar, a lot of children love eating sweets
True.
at iftar or even suhoor. They
Yeah.
just want to put something into their mouth. Now, is that okay, or do you refrain from all of that?
I will not say referent because finally at the end of the day they are children. They are not going to live. I mean, listen to you 100%. But definitely at least cut down the portion. You try to give them healthy meal along with the sugary meal, along with sugary juices and all those things. And definitely children tend to have more of caffeine, cold drinks, and all those things because they just love to drink that, but that should be avoided, and we have to try to give them habit even before Ramadan. That's what the key feature I would like to tell you about it.
Right. Now, any particular foods that must be given to children, especially at suhoor or iftar, to ensure that their energy is boosted? For example, nuts. So, like you just mentioned, having too many juices in the morning will not do good than having it in the evening or anything of these sorts. Are there any myths? Are there any do's, any don'ts?
Definitely, the fruits are should be given. The nuts should be given. Then the dates, yogurts, and the oatmeal. I would say, if at all they like paratha and all, that's fine. But the whole wheat bread, I would say, or even the cottage cheese, like paneer, we call it in regular term. So that is something slowly digestible, and that will provide them energy for the whole day. And of course, try to keep them hydrated between the iftar and suhoor as much as possible.
So, how much water is should be consumed by a child? Is there, a kind of is there a book by which you measure how much should a child be drinking? How much should an adult be consuming water?
In general, it is 8 glasses of water for everyone. That's there. But that's a very general term, and when there are restrictions, probably they should try to drink it a little more than this. So I would say 800 ml to 1 liter should be taken between iftar and suhoor, so that it will take care of their 24 hours need, and especially the next 12 hours.
Right now, I have one last question for you, Doctor. Is it safe for pregnant women to fast during the holy month of Ramadan?
Yeah, that's my area because I am a gynecologist and many of my patients do ask me this question. So I will say that there is a study. There are many studies which are done, and it tells that it is safe for the pregnant woman to fast, and in general, it does not affect the growth of the baby in any way. But no, having said that, not all pregnancies are low risk or smooth pregnancies, and some of them can be high risk. So general tips are like between iftar and suhoor, of course, the pregnant woman, along with like all other individuals, should have enough food and fluids to maintain their hydration later. And it should be avoided in high risk pregnancies, such as if somebody is having twins, like two babies, or a baby is smaller, where there is an issue with the growth restriction, or there is already a less water around the baby, or people with having medical conditions such as high blood pressure or diabetes in pregnancy. Especially, these people should avoid fasting, I would say. And the special area comes where in first 3 months, many of women do have excessive vomiting because of the early pregnancy, and probably then they are not able to maintain their hydration. They are not able to drink enough water between the iftar and suhoor. So this group of pregnant women should also be careful and probably should not be fasting. Uh, Lately, there should be individualized protocols, and they should check with their doctor. And the last tip is, it's if possible, try to have late suhoor so that the break, like the fasting and the sugar levels between the two meals are maintained a little better way.
All right. Well, thank you so very much, Doctor, for taking time out and having this chat with us. And Ramadan Kareem once again to you.
Thank you, and Ramadan Kareem to you all again.
All
Thank you.
right. Well, right now, Jamal Perfumes is in the business of perfumery that is